Hey everybody, welcome back to White Pine Homestead. Today we are talking about making the most of what you have and just not wasting. I have a bunch of chicken that was given to me and we are going to show you what we are doing with it. Other people would have thrown this away. I am not. Hey guys, so we are back and I want to show you, I was given a bunch of chicken, and this is like the chicken that butcher shops and things like that would just, take off and make the pretty package of chicken breasts and put it on the counter, and then they would throw the rest of this, well, it could be used for soups or something like that. I'm showing you what I'm doing to clean it up and get it canned today, and I'm going to use the entire product. I'm not going to waste any of it, and I just want to encourage all of you to be doing the same thing. And so I thought I'd show you what I'm doing today to hopefully help encourage you to do things that are similar. And like I said, this was free to me, which is absolutely awesome. I'm not wasting it, and I'm going to be able to create some meals and put some food on my shelves in my pantry to, feed my family. All right, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I was given a bunch of chicken scraps, pieces, I guess you would call it. I went ahead and put it in these yellow containers from when it originally came in, and I had it in my refrigerator, and it's still partially frozen, which is the way I want to work with it. But as you can see, and I'm going to show you a little bit closer here in a minute, they're just little pieces. They're the scraps that they would take off at the butcher shop. But with it, I am cleaning off the fat, and I'm saving the fat here. I'm not getting rid of it. And then I'm putting the other pieces and getting ready to can these. Now you can see there's some fat in here, and that's okay. You can have some fat in your canned goods when you're pressure canning. You just don't want to overdo it, and I'm comfortable with the amount of fat that I'm leaving in there. So let me show you how I'm separating that and talk to you a bit about what we're going to do with this fat that I'm trimming off here. Okay, everyone, let me show you these chicken pieces that were given me and what I'm working with today. Now, this one pretty much just has fat on it, but I got that little bit of meat off there. And not all the pieces are this small. There's some big chunks that are mostly meat versus fat. And we're just separating this off. And like I said, that little bit, I'll leave a little bit of fat on, unless it comes off easy like that. Leave it on there and throw it in our jars. And then we'll throw our fat over in this pail we've got going on. Why am I going to all of this effort? Well, for one, we're trying really diligently in our family to not be wasteful and to use everything to the fullest ability instead of just throwing things away. Unfortunately, our country has really gotten wasteful, and we don't want to teach those same things to our children. Now, this piece right here hardly has any fat on it, and I'm really not going to bother. I'm just going to cut those and throw them in my jar. I had some amazing examples growing up. My great aunt and my grandmother grew up during the Depression, and although I never spoke with them really about that, I got to see their example firsthand and how they lived. And now that I know more about that, I can reflect back on the things that I saw them do and realize where that came from what they lived in. And do we want to go around feeling panicked that the sky is falling? No, I'm not suggesting that people do that at all or be living in fear. I'm suggesting that we make do with what we have and truly be resourceful, as well as not be wasteful. So, like I said, this chicken was free to me. Nobody, this was just going to be, who knows what it was going to be used for, but I can take the time to do this. And I'll be really interested to see how much we have left when that's done. So, and then what I'm going to do with the fat is I'm going to render it down. So my suggestion to you regarding fat is whether you're doing chicken or anything else and you have pieces like this, don't throw them away. Keep a bag or sealed bowl in your freezer and just keep throwing them in there. And when you have enough, render that down. If you aren't familiar with rendering, I'll show you how I do it in a large stock pot. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go grab the telephone. So I think I was talking about the rendering of the lard, and I said stock pot incorrectly. I render it down in a really large roasting pan. But that same slow method can be used in a pot on the stove, or you could use a crock pot, a smaller vessel, whatever you have on hand. Oh, I threw some of my good pieces in the fat there. So we would render down this fat and use it. Now, I wouldn't use it for some of the things that I suggest in the pig lard video, but I could certainly use it for cooking, which is what I would do. So we're going to get this done. I'm going to show you what I end up with from all of this chicken, which I'm personally excited about. And we'll go from there. All right, everyone, I'm all done. I am pretty happy with how much meat I got. So as you can see, this is the bowl of fat that I trimmed off all of the meat. I got 8 full quarts of meat, and then this 9th one over here was about, I don't know, maybe 2 inches from the top, 2.5. So I went ahead and just added some water into that. That'll just be some nice chicken broth. If you guys have not canned meat before, I will link in the description and maybe one of the iCards the turkey canning video that I did not too long ago, and that's exactly the same process I'm going to be doing with this meat today. All right, everyone, that's it for today's video. I just really want to encourage you guys to find outlets to get your pantry stocked, and if it takes a little work, that's okay. Literally, I'm putting 9 quarts, basically 9 quarts of meat into my pantry, and all it cost me was a little elbow grease. So find outlets, get your pantry stocked, and feed your family healthy. I hope you're all doing well, that this video is encouraging to you and helps you on your journey as you're trying to become more self-sustainable. We have a lot more to do on this property to get to that point, but I'm thankful for outlets like this. So I hope you're all doing well. God bless, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye.